Hi, this is Mike with Dynasty, and today we're going over my top trade targets for 2024. First, we'll look at quarterback. My top trade target at quarterback is going to be Kyler Murray. The reason why I'm targeting him is he's most likely going to have Marvin Harrison Jr. to throw to this year. He's coming off an injury. His price is pretty cheap considering he's about like in number top 10 quarterback right now. He's had a bunch of seasonal finishes which have been excellent. He finished as the quarterback 3, 4, 7, and 11, so that's four a quarterback one seasons. Also, another quarterback I'm looking to acquire this season is Dak. He's always underrated. I think he's like QB 15 right now. He's finished as the quarterback 9, 11, 3, 9, and 4 before. So he's been a QB1 5 seasons. Another guy I'm looking to acquire is Matthew Stafford. He's had like about 9 top QB1 finishes in his career. Plus, he's attached to Puka and Cooper Kupp. Two excellent receivers. I know Cup's declining, but he might bounce back this season. He was injury riddled last year. Who knows? Puka is excellent. Even their third option, Tuto Atwell and Demarcus Robinson, look excellent. And he's also cheap as well. He might only have 1 or 2 years left in him. So you can get him for a second round pick. So I'm really high on Stafford. A couple running backs I want to go over. The first one on my list is Alvin Kamara. The reason why I like Kamara is he was actually the number 3 running back in all of football last year, averaging 17.9 points per game. Still excellent in the receiving game. Also, his price, it's relatively cheap. You'd probably get him for an early second round pick and maybe like a piece thrown in to acquire him. So his costs compared to his production is excellent. And the next guy on my list is James Conner. I think he's valued at like RB30 right now as a starter. Constantly underrated. He scored 15.5 points a game last year. He finished as the RB13. And his price is cheap. You can get him for a second round pick, most likely a mid second. Another guy I have on my list is Zach Moss. Why do I have Zach Moss? He had a pretty good season last year. He has third round draft capital. He's probably going to get 50% of the carries or touches this year, mixed in with Chase Brown. He's connected to an excellent offense with Burrow, Chase, and T. Higgins coming back. But who knows if they trade T, they'll most likely draft a wide receiver, most likely in the first or second round. He averaged about 12 points a game last season, so he had a pretty good year. Next guys on my list are wide receivers looking to buy. The first one on my list is Stephon Diggs. A lot of people in the community are down on him right now. He's relatively cheap cost. You might be able to get him for a late first. He still had 160 targets last year. I always look at targets when looking to acquire wide receivers. Still top in the league and targets earned. Plus, he's attached to Josh Allen still. Mike Evans is coming back with Baker Mayfield in the same system. He had 135 targets last year, and Amari Cooper with Watson coming back. I don't know if it's a downgrade or not from Flacco, but he did have 128 targets last year. So they're the wide receivers I'm looking to acquire. Tight ends. I have a couple guys on my list. George Kittle. He had over 1,000 yards receiving, 1,020 to be exact last year. Had 12.7 fantasy points per game, and finished as the tight end 6 on the season. The reason why I like Kittle is he puts up big spike weeks. He might put up a dud one game, but win a week for you the next week. He'll put up like 30 points sometimes, score 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards. That's why I like him a lot. Goddard as well. He was injured last year. A lot of people forget about him. He's always top in yards per route run, and plus you can get him at a discount now. I think a mid-second's a fair price at this point. And the next guy on my list is Cole Kmet. He averaged about 10.7 fantasy points per game last year. He's continuing to improve. Plus, he's getting an upgrade at quarterback, I feel, if the Bears draft Caleb Williams. So they're my top guys. Looking to buy right now or wait until the NFL, after the NFL draft's over, when your rookie draft starts. They're guys I'll be targeting at each position. That's it for this episode. I'll be back next week. I'm not sure what I have planned for next week, but I'll come up with something. Thank you. Have a good day.